Hosting the team time trial and the start of the afternoon road stage, Clifton has a history dating back to 1840. Set amongst wide, fertile plains, it's an agriculturally diverse producer of cattle and cereal crops, and a perfect setting for a challenging day of racing.
They call it the Race of Truth. So we're here for Stage 4, Toowoomba time trial.
23-kilometre teams time trial. Fantastic event. Love to see this. I think more promoters should be running these types of events in their NRS races, and a great opportunity for some of our grassroots riders, the young guys, to really see what it's like to do teams time trial.
And we lost a little bit more time than we would have liked yesterday up the top of Bunya. So yeah, we've got a really strong team here today, and we're backing ourselves to try and reduce that gap to advantage, but also try and jump a few spots because there's a few teams in the mix here today. So yeah, we're going to go out there and, you know, give it our best.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough day out there. Early on, only 1 kilometre in the race, Neil had a mechanical, and we knew he was a pivotal part of the team, so we were very unsure. We'll stop starting, looking at each other going, what do we do, what do we do? But in the end we made the call. It was too short of a time trial to wait for Neil, and we weren't sure how long it was going to take.
Come on boys, nice and smooth, great job boys, come on.
We pushed on and gave it the best, and it was a complete grovel fest out there, and I was really wishing we had another man out there, but we did our best, and in the end we came home with the best time, so it was a pretty successful day for Avanti.
It was a strong performance by Avanti Racing, finishing 37 seconds ahead of Team Budget Forklifts. An African Wildlife Safari cycling team 1 minute and 5 seconds further back in third.
We were just outridden today in the team's time trial by Avanti, which we're obviously disappointed with. As we speak, the wind's picking up a little bit. Traditionally, this afternoon stage is quite an aggressive stage in the past few years at Toowoomba, so yeah, we'll throw everything at them, and the way we see it, we've got nothing to lose the Savo.
After that team's time trial, when we were sitting around relaxing, the wind absolutely just started picking up. You could see everyone sort of looking around at the trees. Everyone sort of knew this afternoon was going to be an absolute battle out there, jostle for position in the crosswinds.
It was a nervous peloton at the start of Stage 4 of the FKG Tour of Toowoomba, the Brisbane West Wellcamp Airport stage, over 109 kilometres. But as the winds picked up and the roads narrowed, there was carnage in the early kilometres. It wasn't long before the peloton split in two, and fourth in the overall classification, Tim Rowe was caught out. His teammates from the Budget Forklift team had to work hard to try and bring those two groups back together. And then it was Avanti Racing's turn for bad luck, with 6th place in the overall classification, Chris Hamilton having a flat front tyre.
It was one of those races where it paid to be up the front, working through. Sometimes it's easier to be working at the front, strangely, than sitting on. And I couldn't tell you exactly what was happening back there, but there was splits all over the place. There was crashes. We had first Jack Hay go down on a left-hander. There was a bit of a puddle and a bit of dust or something, everything in there. And then not long after, unfortunately, Coops had a big bingle as well, and I hope he managed to soldier on, but he was pretty sore on the hip. Look, that was only 2 of about 50 crashes out there. It was mayhem. It was probably as close as we get to the Spring Classics.
Later scans would reveal that Joe Cooper in fact fractured his pelvis in that crash, and has unfortunately had to withdraw from the tour. Eventually a 4-man breakaway group did get its way off the front of the peloton.
When Cupid and I attacked just before that second KOM, I thought, oh, this is a dead-end street, but just amazing, such a tough day.
And in the closing 25 kilometres became a real tug-of-war to see who was going to fight out the stage victory. With the leaders holding a slender advantage over the main field as they entered the criterium circuit, a crash back in the main field guaranteed that victory would be fought out amongst the breakaway riders.
There was a few guys out the front, some really strong guys. Ollie Kent, Spark and Cupid just ran out of legs, didn't quite catch him.
My first win, I still can't believe it. I've crossed the line, I thought, is this really me? It's just incredible.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Great work, mate.
With only one stage remaining, a 32-kilometre criterium around Queen's Park in Toowoomba, the Avanti team look very strong, holding first and second overall, but there's still a fight for that third spot on the podium between Tim Rowe and Brendan Canty, who are both on the same time.